This will be a simple video explaining two basic techniques you can use with a spray can to more effectively clear dungeons in big groups. The spray can is a very handy item for communicating with other team members when exploring. So I think these two techniques you will be able to greatly increase your efficiency getting all the loot available. So for the first technique, you can imagine the situation. It's getting a bit late and you got a good amount of loot. But there's still some time left to go inside to try to find some final loot to maximize your profit. So you go inside, but there's a big problem, which is that you don't know every place that your fellow employees have gone to, or maybe you don't even have fully memorized the paths that you have explored. So you end up wasting a lot of time going to dead ends with absolutely no items, and you just come back empty-handed. So this technique is supposed to help with situations like that, and it's also a very simple way of using the spray. The technique is very simple, and it just consists of marking all the paths or doors that you don't need to explore anymore, because you know there's not going to be any loot there. There are many ways to achieve this, but personally, what I've liked to do is to just mark a dot in the ground to signify that a given path is fully depleted in terms of loot. So if you have a door, you can place a dot in the ground, but also because the ground is often a little glitchy in terms of spray, I also like to place the dots above the door frame to mark that this door contains nothing else to explore and should be ignored. So you can mark doors with this, and if you have big hallways that just lead to nothing, you can also just drop it on the floor to say that, hey, you don't need to walk past this, there is going to be nothing here. As for the second technique, it's a bit more involved, but it can pay off a lot as it's supposed to counter a situation that everyone's been through multiple times, which is when you just get completely lost and you just have a bunch of loot on you, but you don't know the way back. So this technique just involves marking the path that you came from, and the way I like to do it is basically like this. Every time you find yourself in a place with multiple paths, you just mark which direction leads to the way back. Now, exactly how you do that is purely convention, but what I like to do is to just mark on the right wall if I'm going deeper into the dungeon, or on the left wall if I'm going closer to the entrance. So if I see multiple paths, I just look to my right wall if I'm going deeper in, or to my left wall if I'm going closer to the entrance, and just mark a little dot on it. This way, once I have enough loot to go back, I can just turn around and follow all the doors or walls that just have a little dot on my left, representing that I'm going back to the entrance. Now, something you should pay attention to with this method is that it won't work very well with fire exits, so if you want to explore those, you will need to come up with a more creative method that will require more organization. And what I've found is that this method is that if you're on Titan or Rend, you can just ignore the fire exit and really only use it if you happen to find it and have a lot of loot on you, so that you can later pick it up without having to go all the way back to the entrance. But I don't recommend using the fire exit as an important reference point. And if you're on Dyne and you're using the fire exit as a main entrance, you can just do the same, but swapping main entrance and fire exit. Exactly what you will do will depend on what your team is up to. It might still be worth it to check fire exit if it's late and hasn't been found yet, but often you will end up fighting it anyways while exploring. And if you're on like March, which has 3 fire exit, it might just not be a good idea to use spray anyways. Again, the more complicated you decide your spray strats will be, the more coordination your team needs. So these are the two strategies I like using. I will leave you now with a video of me just playing solo with the strategies so that you can check them out in practice. Also, before that, just a few notes if you've never used a spray can, is that it is a bit expensive. It costs 50 per item, so you're probably not using it for early game anyways, and it is limited in terms of spray tank. I found that in solo play, you can basically explore a full dungeon with a single can, but 2 dungeons, it will probably run out of fuel. So simplistically, it might last up to 4 games if everyone is using the same amount of spray and exploring the dungeon, but I'll take that number with a grain of salt, maybe just 2 or 3 if you want to be safe and you're playing with 4 people all using the spray can. And there's also a glitch in version 45 where the spray persists between different rounds. So if you're using the spray and there isn't any mod or official update that has fixed that, you will need to restart the lobby between each game. Otherwise, you will run into sprays from the previous round just being in the walls, and that's just gonna confuse you, and it's just gonna lead to bad. I'd recommend just restarting the lobby. All right, so let me get inside Rend here. This is Rend. I just got inside here. I'm using a mod to make time go a little bit slower, so that's why it's very early. And let's just start exploring here. So first, I'm just gonna explore here on this hall. There's a door open here. There's two paths, so I'm gonna mark that as the way back. There's also two paths here. I'm gonna mark that one as the way back. We see one item. I like to get 4 items first before I start picking it up. There's just one way there. That's a dead end. I don't need to go this way. I can pick this item here. And since this is a very big walk, I can just spray here on the floor. Sometimes it's a little glitchy and doesn't work. There's a painting just chilling there. I'll leave this here. Let's go to the left now. I just looped around. Okay, that's good. So this here is pretty much fully explored, and unless there's something else here. Doesn't seem to be the case, so I'm just going to drop this in here and mark that as explored. Yellow is a little bit of a bad color because it's not as distinguishable as the others, but it's still alright. I'm just going to leave this here. I'm going to leave the shovel outside as well because it's pretty early on. There should be no monsters. And just make sure there's no other doors in the lobby here. Okay, there's 2 other doors in here. I'm just going to go inside here. There's a key. That's good. Let's see, there's so far no cross paths. Okay, this is just a dead end. There's nothing else in here. Gotta be careful for paintings because they can be pretty sneaky. Okay, this is a dead end. And here we go, another path. Doesn't seem to be anything in here, just another linear path. We can just come back here and mark this as explored. Again, I'm gonna try to mark this in here just to say since the bookshelves are obstructing the view, I kind of want to just make sure that you can easily tell that this is all explored. Obviously I'm playing solo and I know exactly where I went, but I'm just showcasing how I would do this in a bigger lobby. Going upstairs here. Okay, there's nothing in there. There's just 2 doors in here. One of them is going to lead to the big path. This one seems to be a linear path. Absolutely nothing in here. Oh, actually this one branched out. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this in here just to say that, okay, that's nothing in here. I can just mark that and mark it here on the floor so I don't have to walk that way. And here as well, even though I can clearly see the door, but that's fine. And actually this is just a complete dead end, so that saves our time. Okay, so we've basically found the door that leads to the big path. We just mark that. And we can just put all our energy into exploring here. So I'm gonna mark this already. I know there's gonna be multiple paths. Okay. There's a lot of shelves here getting in the way. It's kind of interesting. Okay, there's a red soda in there. Okay, there's only... Okay, that's a dead end as far as I'm concerned. So we can just come back here and say that, hey, you don't need to walk this path here. There's absolutely nothing in there. Drop this in here. Let's explore this way here. I mean, this way kind of connects with that. So that's okay. Okay, it seems that there's only one path. No, there's 2 paths. There's that and that. So I'm just gonna write this in here. Not gonna be very useful. I can put this in there. This has okay, there's a lot of different paths in here. There's 2 different paths I can follow. Now there's 3 different paths I can follow. I'm gonna go into here. Okay, this seems to be a linear path. Let's see what we got in here. So we got 1 item. I'm coming back once I've got a total of 4 items just so I can fill my inventory and go to the entrance. Okay, there's nothing here. And what else do we got here? So this is where we came from. We can just go this way here. Okay. Oh, there's a way up. Let me go through this door though. Mark this here. Okay, there's a kitchen here. That's good. Just mark this here. So we got 3 items already. There's a lamp in here. Okay, let me drop this key here. Oh, there's 4 items. Okay, that's awesome. I'm gonna drop the paint as well. I'll come back later. Alright, so now we gotta find a way back. It's pretty simple once you've marked the path. Just in these big rooms, it can be a little bit annoying, but it still should be relatively simple. Just follow the dots on your left if you're using the same convention as I am, basically, and then voila. Very quickly, you can just find a way back. I'm gonna drop these items and go back to exploring. Alright, 9:42 a.m. Still very early. Once it hits 10 or 11, I'm gonna be looking to actually bring them items back to the ship, or once I see a monster as well. That's a good indication that you should be going outside. Right now there's nothing really that can kill me unless I step on a mine or something, so I'm just gonna explore this. Did I mark this already? I marked that though. I should have marked this door, but that's fine. Once I get the paint I can do that. Okay. Okay, we're back to the kitchen. Let me get these 2 items I left behind. There's still a perfume bottle in here, which is awesome. Worth 65. Not the best perfume bottle, but it's still good. Okay. Okay, a lot of paths in here. I'm gonna mark that. Okay, there's just a candy. You can just mark here on the floor. And okay, don't need a key. That's great. Let's see. Seems there's only a hairbrush in this room. There might be a door. No, there's no door. Okay, so we can just go back. Alright. I mean, we can just spray in here as well. Just to signalize that, hey, good. Since I've got, actually let me get this. I'm gonna drop the key. I got 3 items already. They're not worth a lot, but I'm still gonna go back and put them at the entrance. Let's see, where is the entrance? It's not there. I can mark this already, right? Yeah, I should have marked this earlier. That's my bad. Okay, so that's that. I'm just gonna drop this here. And let's just go outside and bring these 4 items. Alright. It's good. Let's go back inside. Alright. Follow your rights. I think the kitchen is this way here, not that way. Yeah, it's this way here. There's we can still go upstairs there. We'll go there in a moment. Okay, so there's a key in here that I dropped. Is this everything the kitchen has to offer? It looks like it is, so you can just mark the kitchen as finished already. I should have done this on the way back, but that's fine. Okay, now we have this door here that we can just open. I mark this. Oh, we got a painting, nice. Paintings are pretty sneaky, but... Oh, we also got a lamp. That's great. Okay, there's only 1 door here, so we can just go forward. I thought I saw an item, but maybe I'm tripping. Okay, so we got 2 lamps. That's actually really good. Okay. I'm gonna bring this here and this lamp back here. It's gonna be a little bit difficult to bring this back in solo, but once we got more non-2-handed items, I'm gonna make a full trip back here. Alright, there's a lot of paths in here, and I heard a vent open, so things could be getting a little dangerous now. Okay, we got a candy. Okay, since I heard a vent open, I'm just gonna go back already. How much is this worth? 104, okay. Let's see. This one is 92, so we're gonna bring that. Drop this here, and just get this 104 lamp. And we'll make a comeback. So I'm just gonna go back to the ship already. Just find the way back here. Again, fairly easy with the spray to find the way back. Obviously, you can just memorize this if you're playing solo, but if you're playing with multiple people, a lot of these are hopefully going to be stuff that you didn't even mark yourself, so it's going to be great for communicating with other people. So let me just drop this in here and bring 2 items back, because we are pretty full. It's 11 AM already. Okay, there's 21 objects outside the ship. So there were 25 objects at first. So there's going to be a lot of objects, and there seems to be a lot of 2-handed objects. So I'm not very certain whether I'm going to be able to full clear this lonely, but I should be able to get quite a lot of money. And I am using more time to simulate 4 people, so if I can't do this alone, unless I get killed early, then it probably means that it wouldn't be very doable to do this in a full team. But you never know. It might have been possible with good enough coordination and monster countering, but we'll see. We'll see how this is gonna go. Alright, it says there's 13 objects. That's still counting the candy that I left at the door, I believe. So there should be about 12 items inside the dungeon, so we already found like 2 of them. They're like 2-handed items. So there's like 10 items left to explore, and there's still a lot of time, so we'll see if I'm gonna be able to actually clear this solo. So now it's already kind of late. I'm gonna bring a shovel, just in case. I'm not bringing this candy back yet, for obvious reasons. Let's hope there's not some jester or quillhead in here, so my chances of dying don't become exponentially high. So there is actually a door in here I haven't explored, so I'm actually gonna go this way just to see what's in here. And it seems like it was pretty good. There is some stuff to explore in here that I haven't. It might be locked. Nope. Okay, that's good. Ooh, looks like I might be haunted, which is also really bad. Oh my god. Let me just get my stamina. Yeah, I am not confident I'm gonna be able to clear this. I'm probably gonna die now. But we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna try to conserve stamina just in case I need to make a sprint. Alright, and let's just go this way. I think I marked in the floor here that I don't need to go here. Yep, okay. Let's just go towards here. We already know the kitchen is good. We're going this way here. This is where I dropped the painting and stuff. I don't remember if there's anything else in here. I haven't marked it, so I believe there still is stuff to explore in here. Let me mark the door here if I haven't done so already, so I don't get lost. It's good to preliminarily just mark it, even though you don't know if there's going to be more than one door, just so you guarantee you're not getting yourself lost. Oh, I have marked that, okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here. There is, I think, 2 items that I can grab in one go. So let me just go upstairs. Oh, there's a gift here, nice. Leaving this in the way. Okay, there's nothing here. Let's just check the ledge. I'm not sure if you can scan the ledge items from underneath, so I'm just gonna go here just to make sure. Okay, there doesn't seem to be anything else, so let's just grab the present and mark this as a dead end. For stairs, you might want to communicate different ways. The way I like to do with stairs is just I put a dot here. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm kind of heavy. I might get killed here. This might be the end of this run. It's been a good run though. I think I'm satisfied with using this as an explanation of the strategy. So there's nothing else in here. I can just close this and mark this as a dead end. No, there's only 2 items here. I'm gonna have to... Okay, so the painting is worth less. Oh, fuck. It might be good to drop the shovel by now, because I can't really kill... What the? She just phases through that? Okay, I'm over. It's over for me. Okay, she's gone. Good. Okay, let me just bring the lamp and see if I can bring it back. I am sort of close to dying, so I'm just gonna bring 3 items back to ship right now. I'm just gonna leave the shovel in there so I can have a greater chance of running away from her. Okay, this is where it gets interesting. Oh fuck. Okay, she's off. That's good. Okay. Alright, so we found the way back here. I'm gonna bring the candy and this present back, as well as this lamp. Okay, just drop this key in here. So with this, there's still going to be 10 objects inside. We know one of them. There's still 9 objects to find. And since I'm haunted, I'm very... I very much don't believe I'm going to be able to fully explore it, but we'll give it a try. Oh no, I dropped the spray can. Oh no. Okay, let me see if I can get the spray can. This is something you don't want to do. I might get killed by the... Let me just drop this stuff. I don't have any other spray cans, so I'm just gonna have to go for that. I think this is the spray can. It could be an air horn. Alright, you know what? I am just gonna give up on this run. I'm halted anyways. And I just dropped this spray can like an idiot, so... There's still 10 objects inside. Let's just go. Yeah, I think this is a good example of how to use a spray can effectively. And you can always change the strats to your like and how your team is going to communicate with using a spray. It's just important to be consistent, of course. And let's see. How much did I get? 8550. Okay, not too bad. We got grade A. Yeah, that's going to be all for this run here. And I hope you've enjoyed this showcase.